Good evening. What you guys up to? Betty. So this couple days, TikTok is became crazy. So many people arguing on TikTok because I uploaded some touchy subject, some video that kind of gone off topic from my usual videos. Because usually I'm talking about real estate. Thanks for the like. Welcome. So yeah, if you guys have any question about real estate, about business, about what credit score should you have to buy a house? Okay. You want to ideally, obviously the higher the better. But I think the minimum is 650. So some of the things you can do to increase your credit score, it's so Rebecca, so you see a crash? What do you mean crash? Like people unfollowing me or what? Okay, so for credit score, you don't want to owe more than half of the limit. Let's say if your limit is 10,000, you don't want to owe more than 5,000. Or you can call the bank to increase the limit. And you don't want to pay late, obviously, right? And whatever money you owe, you want to pay it off. So, and you also can have one of those companies help you to take off some negative items on your credit score. For example, the one I used before is Lexington Law. Housing crash, Rebecca. It doesn't matter if you're a real estate investor, I think. If you're looking for a house to buy, your selection criteria is what's the most what home's gonna fit your requirement. Then you don't really need to look at the return. But if you want to get a good deal, the easiest way is just to don't buy a property in the metro area. Just buy it in the suburbs. You'll find a much better deal. Once you buy it, as long as you never sell, then whether the market's gonna crash or not, it's not relevant. And also because right now the interest rate, compared to historical interest rate is still very low. Because in the United States, interest rate used to be as high as 15%. So if you can buy like in the suburbs and not, because any major city, if you're willing to go out further, you can get a much cheaper price. Bought a house and they made a mistake spelling my name. What should I do? So you can contact the escrow company. What state are you located? You can TikTok Tokyo. You can contact the escrow company and have them correct the name. Depending on either title company or escrow company. Investment against inflation. Depending on where it is, but land is usually a difficult subject to evaluate because number one, it doesn't have income. Number two, there's not much comparison because when you buy a property, either residential or commercial property, you always can have a lot of comparison. For land, for a piece of land, it's hard to compare. Unless you have money that you don't know how to spend, unless you do not need a cash flow, then you can get a land. Otherwise, I don't think it's a good idea for everyday people, like for people that's just with average income to invest in land. Unless you have billions of dollars, then you can put in land. Otherwise, you want to buy something that has cash flow. Mojave, did I answer your question? Hello, veteran. Have you ever utilized VA loan in your real estate business? Love Vivian Ilium. I gotta use it. I haven't used it yet. So I'm looking to purchase another rental property. So I'm gonna buy it with a VA loan. But I gotta leave in it first because for the VA loan, I think it needs to be your primary residence initially. Hello, Antrax from Dubai. Welcome. Did I answer your question, Luyen? TikTok from Charlotte. Okay, great. I was just checking out the Hilton hat. Right now, I'm investing in Florida. I thought about investing in Houston. The home sold there is cheap, but the property tax is kind of expensive for me. Weir Loans, yeah, Weir Loan is great, yeah. Thank you, Fato. Thank you for the compliment. You're awesome. So the cities, any of the Sunbelt cities, any of the Texas, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. So all those cities are okay, as long as landlord friendly is okay. Watching from Alabama, Barbs Smith. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing your perspectives and wisdom. Thank you. How much do you make a month? Reese Espinoza. So last year, my income from my commission income was about 400K. Last year so this year my income. So I have a rental income as well. So last year I made 400K from the commission income and I bought a property. I have a potential gain, I think, of $1 million. Yeah. Jake, you do a good job ignoring negativity. That's not even funny, man. I made some kind of touchy subject video about politics, about race, about race problems and the politics. And there's a lot of culture difference videos. People got so pissed off. A lot of people like I was in a verbal fight was a whole bunch of people. That was crazy. East Bay, Russell. When is the housing crash coming? Home in SF Bay worth $850. Think of selling, leaving the state. You should. If you think of leaving state, you should sell now because now is the best price. You sell now. If you can get $850, you can go out of state. You can buy multi-unit. Let's say, depending on where you go, $850 you can buy. If you use all eight, let's say if you get 800,000, you can buy like a maybe $2.5 million property. You can get like maybe 25 units. Let me see, 100K each. Is that 25 units? No, 2.5 million. Yeah, about 25 units, and you can live in one of the unit if you wanna make it. If you wanna get as much as you can. Otherwise, you can use the money to buy a home for you to live in and buy some rental properties. Yeah, you only need to live in one unit, correct? Fleece, who's got a clean hands? What do you mean? Fahid live in Florida. What city in Florida? Hilton Heights is great, yeah. You go every year, okay. Major Pain, were you in the Marines? Gabriel Papulis, thanks for the follow. How do we recommend finding contractor to build homes on raw land in state you don't live? That's hard. I don't think it's durable. It's very hard. And now the construction cost is too expensive. I don't think it's worth it, especially out of state. If you're gonna build right now, you can only build in states that has really expensive houses, because the construction cost is like $200 per square foot, and the homes in most states is like less than $200 per square foot. You're not gonna make money. Hyper Solution, thanks for the follow. Claremont, okay, Claremont, Florida. Where's that nearby? Major Pain, awesome. Are you so I was in the army before. I was an infantryman in the army. I'm 60 machine gunner too. Okay, follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from. Thank you for your service, Major Pain. Central Florida, 28 minutes from Orlando. Okay, I know where that is. That's probably nearby Lakeland, right? Is that between Tampa and Orlando? Thanks for the like. Thank you. Well, for the past couple days, I probably went off subject too much. talk too much about race and politics. Some people got really pissed off. Hey, I'm Ray. You're okay. Major Pain, combat engineer. I just do real estate, mostly real estate. Welcome, Ray. Sunflower, welcome. Any other questions? You guys have any other questions? So, can you undress for us? Hot Wheels. I don't think you want to see it, man. I'm not in shape. I'm not in shape. If you wanted to find a different income stream, what would it be? Okay. So that's a really good question, because it's always have more than one income, right? If you only have one income, it's gonna change, because here's the reality. Okay, every 2 or 3 years, there's gonna be a cycle. Let's say if you're making good money in one business, after a couple years, the environment is gonna change. Then you have to figure out some other way to make money. For example, for the past couple years, I was making good money selling real estate just from commission. But I think 1 year or 2 years ago, Zillow, they made a change. Initially, they leave the agent's phone number on the listing. Then 1 or 2 years ago, they started removing agent's phone number, so the buyers cannot find me as the listing agent. So that affected my business a lot. So every 2 to 3 years, or 3 or 4 years, something's gonna change on your business. So you cannot make the same amount of money anymore. So you gotta look for new business. To look for new business, there's couple. So one thing I'm focusing on right now is airport business. So what does airport business mean is that, have you noticed the restaurant in the airport? Usually they taste like shit, and the price is expensive, but they still survive. Why? Because the travelers, they have no options. They're stuck in the airport. So that's the kind of business I want to look into. So right now I'm looking to purchase a hotel in Midwest. So the reason I like it is because it's right by the freeway. And it's not 100% airport business, but it's got a lot of automatic client coming in because it's right by the freeway. Did I answer the question? I'm Ray. User 7119. Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's from what's his name? Chris Tucker. Can you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? Thoughts on Washington? I think Washington is not landlord friendly. I will not invest in Washington. You want to stay away from states that are not landlord friendly. I'm not buying any rental property in California. California is also sucks. Also New York. There's a whole bunch of states that are bad for the landlords. I can develop homes in California off raw land if finding contractors though. It's very hard. It's the construction cost is too much, and it's hard to find labor right now. Why do you want to develop? You can go to any other states. There's many states the real estate is cheap, freaking cheap. There's many states you can buy real estate for like $100 per square foot. If you look harder, you can look for something that's $80, $70 per square foot. You cannot even build with that price. Fahid, I've been trying to start flipping for a long time, but do not know how to start. Flipping is a job. It's not an investment, because you got to continue to flip in order to have money. Instead of doing flipping, you might want to do BRRRR. So what BRRRR means is that you got to buy the property, you got to remodel it. After remodel, you're going to rent it out. After you rent it out, you're going to refinance. After refinance, they take the money out and you repeat the process. That way, you can stack on each other, on top of one another. If you're flipping, you're not stacking. You're just buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. And at the end, you have nothing. If you're doing BRRRR, you kept stacking on top of it, then at the end, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of property, with a whole bunch of equity. Would you recommend starting a construction subsidiary? If you have the experience, yeah, because there is demand in it, for sure. Hey, my Dapo Zoo, thank you for sharing my video. Solar Z, thanks for the follow. Follow my TikTok, give me some like, whatever question we have, we can talk about it, okay? How about purchasing VA loan? The VA loan is zero down. You don't need any money down. You just go to the local VA office. You can get the it's called an eligibility letter. You get that letter and then you go show to the lender. You gotta find a lender that know how to do a VA loan though. So once you find, so number one, get a eligibility letter. Number two, find a lender that know how to do VA loan. You can search on Google, and then you look for 4 units. If you're renting now, you can buy a 4 unit and you can live in one of the units and lease the other 3 out. And that way you don't have to pay the mortgage. And also you're probably gonna have some money left over. Ray, are you going to buy turnkey or will you have something you can fix up? Okay, it depends always, because like I said earlier, you make money when you buy. You do not make money when you sell, because when you make money when you buy, you already know how much it's gonna worth. You already know, you already realize the profit. If you're making money when you sell, you're just speculating. You don't know if it's gonna go up. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's say if I'm buying a 100-unit mobile home park. Okay, let's say if I bought it at $15,000 per unit. Okay, so that means I paid $2 million. I know for sure, without a single doubt, with 100% certainty, that I can sell that mobile home park for minimum of $3 to $4 million, because I bought it for $15,000. Let's say if I bought it for $20,000 per unit, it's 100 unit, then I paid $2 million for it, right? I know for sure the worst I can do is to sell for $3 million. If I get lucky, maybe I can sell for $4 million to $5 million. So in this case, because I bought it cheap, so I already know I'm making money. So I have 100% certainty I can make at least $1 to $3 million. If I get really lucky, I make $3 million. If I just make a little bit of money, I make at least $1 million. So that's what I mean. You make money when you buy. Let's say for another example, let's say if you're buying it for $50,000 a unit, and if you're buying a 100-unit mobile home park, then you pay $5 million. Whether you're gonna make money or not, that's a question mark. It's not for sure. You're just speculating, okay? Yeah, stay in Republican states. Yeah, for the lack of the better words. Exactly. Yeah. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes, okay? Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from, okay? What's the timeline to complete BRR on average? That's depending on how fast you remodel. First, you gotta buy it, right? So let's say if it takes you 2 months to remodel, then so it takes 1 to 2 months to get the mortgage, right? So that's 2 months. Remodel is at least 2 to 3 months. So you're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 months. And you gotta list it out. So it's minimum of 6 months. But money, thanks for the follow. Okay, Brian, I have a 4-plex. Should I have it on LLC? Okay, never. All the investment real estate are holding under LLC, not corporation. Okay, C corporation is only for major companies. For example, Apple, Tesla, they're C corporation. Microsoft, they're C corporation. S corporation is only for like a professional office, like for example, law office, real estate brokers. If you want to hold properties, it's always under LLC. I'm not a lawyer, okay? I'm just sharing with you what I know, okay? Missy, welcome. Any other questions, guys? I'm gonna say until 10, okay? Any questions you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes, okay? C-level executive. What's that? Let me see. Who's C-level executive? Hi, Fallon Chang. Welcome. Rebecca. Thank you. Welcome. Where are you located? I'm in Los Angeles, but I go to other states all the time. So that's why when you talk about Florida, I know most of the areas. C Corp. No, C-level executive is the manager for the corporation. So right now, when he says C Corp, he's talking about the type of business entity we should use to hold real estate. That's a little bit different. Yeah. So basically, we're talking about how should you hold your real estate. So the most common way to hold real estate is under under LLC. Let me tell you why. Okay. So let's say if you hold a property under C corporation, then you're gonna be taxed twice. It's double taxation. That's why nobody's gonna hold real estate under C corporation. The reason you buy a property and you hold it under under LLC is because when you have a one-member LLC, the incomes flow through. It flows directly from the corporation, from the LLC to your personal income. That's why most people, when they own a property, they put it under LLC. But people do register a corporation as a manager. That way you have another barrier between you and the LLC so that there's no commingling. So basically, instead of you managing the LLC, you want to register another corporation to register the LLC. That way you're safer. You know what I mean? There's a little bit more buffer. Yeah, Florida's good. Florida, let me tell you where's the cheapest in Florida. Because Miami is already pretty expensive. Orlando is expensive too. Tampa is expensive too. Let me tell you where the opportunities are. The opportunities are in the panhandles. Okay, that's where my mobile home parks are located too. Because over there, the price is comparably much cheaper than southern or central Florida. Bruce Bell, welcome. Henry, welcome. Any other questions, guys? Let's talk about real estate. Any question you have, we can talk about. It doesn't have to be real estate. It could be career planning, life planning. It could be finances. It could be anything. Any question you have, take this opportunity. We can talk about it. I'm just sharing with you my experience. Okay. If you ask me a question, I share with you my experience. You can save at least 5 to 10 years, minimum 5 to 10 years to your life from your life. Save at least 5 to 10 years. I'm located in Los Angeles. Okay. From LA, Farm Garden, California. Farm and Garden, okay. Have you invested outside the USA? How would you recommend to invest in Asia? So the problem with Asia is there's a lot of regulations, and also sometimes it's kind of sketchy. So you don't know somebody's going to take your property or not. And also there's a lot of countries, they prohibit foreigners to own land. So that's make it difficult. For example, in Thailand, I think in Thailand, in Vietnam, if you want to buy a property there, you cannot buy. I don't think you can buy a single family. You can only buy like a condo, which you don't own the land. You just buy the structure. Fahid, thanks for being honest. Okay, good. That's good. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm getting some positive feedback here because this couple days I uploaded some touchy subject video like politics, racial video. So there's a lot of people arguing with me. Hello, amigo, Jam 24 Love. Welcome. Amigo, let me see what else. Valdivo Stosky, thank you for sharing the video. Maxina Lex, possibly have a deal on a property, but I don't have funding or good credit. Consider wholesale, I don't know. Okay, there's a couple of options. You could wholesale it, or you could assign it, or you could make partnership with a partner. Where's the deal? What kind of deal is it? Gigi, thanks for the gift. I got a job offer in VA, DC area, but the cost of living is much higher than Chicago. What do you do? How much higher? Maybe you can. Are you gonna work in the office or can you work from home? If you can work from home, then just buy a property further away from downtown. VADC, okay. So here's the thing. I'm assuming if you go work in VADC, you probably have a better chance to get promoted, right? Because that's a bigger organization, right? So if that's the case, I think you should, jump on it because you need to, have opportunity to increase your income, and you can always. Here's what you do, okay? There's a couple options. You could lease a tiny apartment nearby your work, or you could buy don't lease, just buy a small property. Just buy it as small as possible. Don't worry about getting a big one. Just buy a small, tiny apartment. Just buy it, okay? Because I don't recommend anybody to lease properties. So buy a tiny apartment, buy it, live in it, pay it. Once you get equity grow, take the money out and invest your money nearby the suburbs of DC, around 30 to 40 minutes drive from where you work. buy at least one property a year. I'm assuming once you get this job at VA, I have a couple of friends that work for VA too. I'm assuming if you get this job in VA, you should have decent income, right? So open 2 accounts. 1 account, save all your money each year for down payment. Try to buy a property every single year, okay? If you do this for 5 years, you will be a multi-millionaire. Congratulations, Bonami. What do you think about investing in motel instead of Airbnb? Okay, I think if you have a choice, Kimo top. Hotel is always better. Motel is always better than Airbnb. Let me tell you why. Okay, because when you purchase a single family home and use it as an Airbnb, although you make the income, but you do not make the capital gain, because a single family home is not a commercial property. The value of a single family home is depending on the market. It's not depending on the income. But if you buy a hotel or motel, let's say if you bought a hotel for $1 million, let's say if you double your income, then your hotel is going to be worth $2 million, because a hotel is a commercial real estate. The value of a commercial real estate is depending on the income. It's not how much the market is selling for. Okay. Did I answer the question, Kim? That's fine. Hold on. That's fine. Speaking your mind on those videos. Mike Davis says hello. Welcome. Hello. Gigi, thanks for the gift. Colorado, 1,200 square foot. Needs full asbestos guts. What's the rehab cost? What's the market value? How much you buying it for? Sean Brown, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so if you have that job at the director level, take it, man. Take it, girl. So get the job. Make sure don't overspend. So here's the thing. The problem with the current trend in America is everybody's like a consumer industry. It's a consumer society. Everybody's buying. I'm not telling you not to buy, but you want to buy with your passive income. You want to hold the gratification. Everybody's enjoying this instant gratification. You do not want that. If you're always enjoying the instant gratification, then you're gonna broke for your whole life. That's why so many people are broke in America. You want delay the gratification. Okay, just set a goal. Give yourself 5 years, minimum 3 years. Give yourself 3 years. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna set a goal. I'm gonna hold off on the instant gratification. I'm going to give myself 3 to 5 years. I'm going to buy at least 3 properties. And I'm going to wait until I have at least $10,000 passive income before I'm going to go enjoying the finer things in life. Okay? So instead of you buy a nice Mercedes or BMW with your earned income, don't do that. Save all your earned income and use that to buy as a down payment as for property. Doesn't matter how big the property is. Okay? Listen to me. If you hear what I'm saying, you're going to be rich. You're going to be financially free. Okay, you're gonna enjoy the freedom. Once you have the financial freedom, you're no longer working for money. You're working because you choose to work, not because you have to work. Okay? Did I answer your question? For mommy? How do I say your name? Okay, RGA BTL. Ray, need your help. Just went to Portillo's. I want to buy the stock. Sorry. Portillo's. I've been there. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know too much about it. That's that's a tough question because there's a lot of variables. Just like, let me share with you a story. So my friend, he was thinking about buying Boxbow. Boxbow is that little tiny house Elon Musk is living in. So he went to visit the factory in Las Vegas today. The stock right now is not public traded, so it's very cheap. It's only 80 cents. So he bought like $1,000 worth of stock. But the actual company sounded better. It sounded better than what it really is. So he went there. So what he found out is that the company actually do not have a license to build mobile home or prefabricated home in Las Vegas. But although they don't have license, but they're already in business because they're building for the government. Because when they're building for the government, I guess you do not need a license. So if you wanna know if the stock is a good deal, you gotta study more. Yeah, there's a lot you gotta study. Yeah. Paul Smith. Oh my God, it's you! Wow, why are you so surprised, Paul? Did we get into a verbal fight during this couple days? Duplex is great. Yeah, duplex is pretty good. So you can live in one and you can lease out the other one, and the tenant can pay for your rent, pay for your mortgage. Hard hijack. Can you be my dad? Stepdad. I don't have a kid yet, but I'm trying to have a kid now. Paul Smith, thank you. Okay, yeah. So, bone mommy. Yeah, just hold off on the instant gratification. What a lot of people do is once they get a pay raise, they just go buy a nice car. The car is, this doesn't make you money. Car is a liability. Home is like an investment property is asset. Benjamin, thanks for the clap. RGBAT. Yeah, I went to Portillo's too before. Thanks for the follow. Mr. Saucy Sauce, thanks for the follow. Very astute. Okay, thank you. Hi, Sugar Beer. Okay, let me see. Wow, suddenly so many in the message. When is the price going to correct? It's probably going to correct pretty soon. Let me just turn the angle. I have only a few self-financed buildings. Is FHA a good loan for us for your first loan if I want to live in it? Doesn't matter. Yeah, FHA is good is because you only need the low down payment. So if you can use it, then just use it. Paul Smith, thank you. Brilliance. Okay, Ray, I want to buy a property but it's haunted. Are you gonna live in it or are you gonna lease it out? If you're not scared of ghosts, then just buy it. If you don't live in it, just buy it. You're gonna rent it to the tenant anyway. I mean, the ghosts, they don't kill, right? They just go scare people. Yeah, duplex is pretty good. Do you think the market price will go back down? Maybe it will, but it doesn't matter, like I said earlier. As long as you don't sell, it doesn't matter. Paul Smith, thank you. This is such an honor to be in your life. Thank you. It's my honor to be in your life too. Okay, asking 70K, Maxina. ARV is conservatively 180K. About 20K for asbestos guts. Any other repairs? So 20 repair, 70K purchase price. So let's say your base cost is 100K. If you can sell it for 180K, that's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Is it better to Airbnb or renting my property? For example, in California, you have no choice. In California, because the rent is so low, if you're gonna rent it long term, you don't make money. So the only way you can, make money in California is Airbnb. But when you do Airbnb, it's more management intensive, labor intensive. If you do long term lease, you don't need to work too much. Thank you. Great advice. Farm and garden. Okay. Do you have a Rolls Royce? No, I don't have a Rolls Royce. I'm not that rich yet. So I'm still trying to, I'm also trying to make more money. But right now I'm doing okay. But I'm trying to focus on the money to buy more rental properties. But later on, I'm probably gonna buy a Lamborghini, but I'm gonna buy used. I'm not gonna buy a new one because the new, especially for those luxury cars, it's stupid to buy new. I mean, some people they want to buy new, that's okay. But like for example, let's say if you buy a Lamborghini brand new, it's like 300K, right? If you buy a used one, it's only 150K, and it's pretty new. So yeah. Mr. Saucy Sauce, I'm 24, save up 150K from working. Is that enough to get started? Yeah, that's way enough. Where you located? That's enough. Don't wait for too long. My advice to anybody that's trying to do real estate, get into it as soon as possible. Because the money just sitting there inflating. The inflation is crazy. Hello, user 17938. Wow, it's already 10 o'clock. Shoot, time goes by so fast. Can you turn off the big forehead filter? It's distracting. My forehead is big? Okay. I'm not living in the box. Okay. Kunzel, follow. Thanks for the follow. To be like how now. Thanks for the follow. Ray Chen. I also found the 3 flat, but 2 of the flats are haunted. Does this hurt the value of property? Okay, here's the thing. I don't know about your state, but in California, anytime when you buy a property, you have to disclose anything happened during the past 3 years. But I don't think there's a one line they're gonna ask you if there's ghosts. But they do ask, has anybody died during the past 3 years? So if you're gonna rent it out, it doesn't matter. I mean, how bad are the ghosts? I'm not sure if it's overpriced or not. Usually, when the real estate is very expensive, it's because there's high demand. So just like it's like Los Angeles, right? It's very expensive too. But it's all relative. But it's depending on what you want. If you're buying a rental property in Austin, depending on what kind of cap rate you can get, it's depending on whether you're gonna live in it or you're gonna buy it. If you're gonna live in it, if you enjoy the location, then it doesn't matter, right? Because you're gonna enjoy it. If you're gonna invest in the area, then you want to take a look at the return. Okay, what else? What other question I have? Did I answer the question, RGBA? Do you think Austin real estate is overpriced? User 165. Did I answer the question? I'm gonna stay back a little bit. So somebody is complaining my forehead is too big. If you don't live in it, just buy it. Fact. Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't live in it, then all you're gonna look at is the number. Don't worry about any other stupid shit. Okay, that's the problem with a lot of people. They try to be perfect. Do not try to be perfect. If you're gonna be perfect, it's gonna fuck you up. Okay, you wanna just focus on the numbers. How much is it? How much I'm buying for it? You know, what's my cost? How much rent I'm getting? What's the cap rate I'm getting? Is there demand in the area? Can I rent it out easily? That's all you're gonna worry about. Do not worry about other stuff. Okay. Do not try to be perfect. If you try to be perfect, it's gonna be poor forever. You're not gonna be rich. Okay. Okay, Benjamin. I just got my real estate license in California. Where should I start? A lot of people ask me this question. You can take a look at some of the videos. I have one photo called a Millionaire Listing Agent. So you can look some of those videos. So the most important thing, just make sure you find the right mentor. Because I started in real estate, for the first 10 years, I was struggling because I didn't know what I was doing. So you want to find a good mentor. So the most important thing about being a successful real estate agent is you got to know how to sell. That's the number one most important skill. You got to know how to communicate. So find a good mentor, join a good team. You can DM me. I can, I can share some information with you. Did I answer your question, Benjamin? My neighbor said there will be a recession. Like I said, doesn't matter. As long as you don't sell, recession doesn't matter. Just buy it and keep it rented out. Just rent it out. Hello, Cynthia. John. Wow, that's kind of interesting, huh? Before I made a whole bunch of controversial video. When I was doing the live session, there's not many people. But today we have like almost 100 people. But also because some of the controversial video I uploaded, there's some people, they unfollow me. But right now there's a lot of people in the group. I'm wondering if there's some people in the group try to fuck me up or something. John, follow the host. Thanks for the follow. User 8966, thanks for the follow. What do you think about the wholesale real estate? I mean, if you can do it, that's good too. You don't have to have a license to make money in real estate. If you can wholesale, okay, the most important thing about wholesale is you gotta know how to find a good deal. Okay, there's a couple ways to find a deal. Either you call on the phone, or you gonna door knock, or you gonna send the mail. You gotta know how to do the marketing. Same thing. Wholesale, you need the same skill, communication skill. That's the most important. Okay. So probably everything, plumbing, electrical, roof. There was a fire. I don't think 20,000 is gonna be enough. What areas in the Panhandle exactly is good to invest in? All the area in the Panhandle is good. All the way from Pensacola to Jacksonville. They're all good. Hey, Fatos. You just call me a daddy? Who you calling daddy, man? It's not a hangover movie on the table. Who's hangover? VA, okay. It is 1 a.m. in Florida. Okay, yeah. We're probably going to stay a little bit longer since today we have more people. Shit, so many messages. Okay. Thanks for staying on, Fahid. Okay, is it easy to get a second mortgage? Yeah, it's not that difficult. You could get because there's there's bank loan, there's local loan, local credit union loans, there's portfolio loans, there's how many loans. What you can do is, let's say if it's hard for you to get a second loan, you can buy the property either with cash or with how many loan. Once you buy it, then refinance with a regular mortgage. User 8966. Yeah, if you don't care about the goals, then you can buy it. Kung Su Sell from Pennsylvania. User 165458 from Invest. Okay. Over Shorty. Yo, I need to get into real estate. I need hard money. Yeah, just so here's the thing about hard money loan. Usually they want you to have the experience. They want you at least have a couple deals under your bill. If you don't have that, then maybe you can partnership with somebody. Okay. Paul Smith, what country are you from? Okay. Originally, I was from China, so I came to America when I was 14 years old. I did not speak English when I first came to America. So I went to high school here. After high school, I went to the United States Army. I own trailer rental in Florida. I wish I could use the equity to buy more. You can. Every month in. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm getting a. Or you own trailer rental or trailer park? So right now I'm refinancing from my mobile home park to get more money to go buy other properties. Would you invest in C neighborhood? Bodyguard. It depends. Okay, if you don't have the money, you gotta start somewhere. If you can, take the risk, maybe. But usually people prefer B and A. But if you invest in C area, maybe you gotta carry the gun when you go there. You know what I mean? When you go collect the money, you gotta carry the gun. So I mean, Ben Mahler, right? Ben Mahler, the guy on YouTube, the real estate investor, he started in C neighborhood. He used to go into the neighborhood and carry a gun with him. He was Army veteran too. I'm in Northern California, thinking about joining Redfin. Redfin is like a hybrid, right? Redfin is not really a real estate agent. It's like a real estate agent job. So the good thing about Redfin is that you have a stable base income, and then you have a split. But the cut is usually very small. So that's a good way to get started. But for the Redfin, I think the agents in Redfin, they don't have much sales skills because they're relying on the platform. So it's gonna be hard for you to develop the sales skill. If you really want to make a lot of money and develop your sales skills, then you should be a conventional agent. But the problem with being a conventional agent, you need time to build up your skills. So that's the problem. But once you build up your skill, then you're gonna make a lot of money. What about people that do not pay rent? Not easy to evict. Okay, Mike. That's why I talked about earlier, right? Only buy in landlord-friendly states. Do not buy in those states that are stupid for landlords. For example, California, Washington, New York, all those states are bad for landlords. My place a manufactured house on an acre. Okay, what you can do is what you can do is you can if you paid it off, then you can talk to the bank, see if they're gonna give you some money. If you can cash out some money, then you can take that money and go buy some more property, or you can go to the city and ask them if they can give you more permits to build a second home. What's your commentary on racism in American society? Brian Fleet. That's a touchy subject, man. It's I don't know how to talk about it here. Racial problem is always a touchy subject because everybody have their own perspective. It's very funny. When I first went to the army, I was in the boot camp. The drill instructor, because back then when I first went to the army, went to boot camp, my English wasn't very good. I couldn't even understand English. Although I spent like 3 years in high school, but I didn't talk too much in English. So my comprehension was not that good. So I went to boot camp, and the drill instructor kept calling me Richard. I'm like, why the fuck he call me Richard? Because I don't know too much about the American culture, right? Then I found out later on, Richard is short for dick. So I think the biggest problem with the race is that a lot of people have, this stereotype about different people from different race. Because, for example, for people that haven't been to like a co-living situation, for example, I was in a boot camp. So if people that have not been into that kind of situation, if they have not spent time with people of other race, you're gonna have a lot of misconcept about other race, right? You're gonna have a lot of stereotype about other race. For example, people is gonna, if you have not interacted with people from other race, you're gonna automatically think a whole bunch of stereotype, right? You're gonna think, oh, Asian people are freaking weak. Asian people work in a restaurant. Black people are poor. Black people are like whatever. So you're gonna have, or white people are hellbillies. So you're gonna have all this stereotype, right? Because you never got a chance to really communicate with them, right? So right now, because we have internet, then you get to communicate with me. Then you probably have a little bit different perception of me after talking with me, right? So what I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought. So, but once I went to the boot camp, then I see all the people. Then I know not all blacks are strong. Not all whites are tall. Not all Asian are puny. So you see that there's a strong black, there's a weak black, there's a strong white, there's a tall white, there's a short white. So once you see the people in person, then you see them as person, as individual. So you no longer see them as that stereotype. So I don't blame the people that have the stereotype, because if you have never experienced people in person from other race, then you're gonna have a lot of perception, and mostly it's come from media, and it's the media that's really fucking you up. Okay, I'm telling you, a lot of media is fucking you up. Okay, so a lot of people, you have a lot of misconceptions. Most of them came from the media. Byron, did I answer your question? The Internal Revenue Service treat landlord like shit. No, man. You got it wrong. In America, the United States has the best real estate taxation system. The best. Better than anywhere in the world. If you do it right, you do not pay any taxes. Okay. The Internal Revenue Service treat the employees like shit. But they do not treat landlord like shit. Don't get it wrong. Okay. Because if you do it right, you don't need to pay any taxes. You have the 1031 exchange, you have the depreciation. There's a whole bunch of laws that can help you to make a whole shitload of money in real estate without paying a single dime of taxes. Okay. Okay, where you're gonna bank is depending on where you're gonna get the money. So let's say if you wanna get the money, have the credit union to lend you the money, then you bank over there. So you gotta find out first who is gonna be wanting to lend you the money. Then you bank with them. Okay. ACE, what's the cons of buying townhomes? Townhomes, I wouldn't buy townhomes. Number one, the HOA fee is very high. That's a big expense. Number two, you don't have any leverage. You don't have any room to grow. Let's say if you buy a home, maybe you can add an ADU in the back, just like what a lot of people do in California. You can add another back house because you have extra land. But if you buy a condo, there's nothing you can do, or townhouse. Gary, to men, when you work every time live, I'm not sure right now. Just whenever I have time. Is it too bad? Is it bad to buy townhomes? If you have the chance, probably don't buy it. Yeah, just try to buy a house or multi units. Is it bad news if a house is on the market for too long? It depends. You gotta figure out why. Sometimes, a lot of times the home didn't sell is because the seller they listed the price too high. So you gotta look at the history. Go to Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com. You gotta look at the listing history to see what's the reason. If they, let's say, if they initially put on the market with a really high price, then you know there's nothing wrong with the house. It's just that they listed at the high price. Ben Bowler is either royalties now. Who's that? This is recorded, yes. FT Max, thanks for the follow. Okay, follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from, okay? Well, yeah, I mean, you can... Swan, you said if you haven't interacted, but you can interact and still believe stereotypes. Well, that's only if you have superficial interaction, right? If you just like, oh, hi, how are you? If you could just go eat in a Chinese restaurant, that's just superficial interaction. If you really know the person well, then you're going to see the person more for who that person is instead of your, notion of your stereotypes. Okay, Swan said, I have interacted with many black people who have only solidified certain negative stereotypes. Well, I mean, that's kind of racial thing to say. I mean, not every black is bad, okay? So you just haven't met enough black people yet, okay? It's like, because I was talking, there's another guy, he was talking with me we were arguing on the TikTok. He was saying, all the Chinese are not smart. And then I asked him, I said, how many Chinese did you meet? He said, all the Chinese people that I have worked with, I feel like they're not smart. And then I said, well, you haven't met enough Chinese people to make that determination, right? So I think try to stay away from generalization because, there are many people, right? There's, the president, Obama, right? He's a black. So it's not about the race. What you think about them is not really about their race. It's really about who that person is. I mean, it is kind of true that, there are many people, like there are a good number of African Americans, they might have some hardship in their life. So that kind of, strengthen your stereotype. But definitely not all black is bad, right? Because there's going to be, like I said earlier, right? When I was in a boot camp in the army, there's strong black, there's weak black, there's tall white, there's short white. It really has nothing to do with the race. Hello from the Central Valley, California. Janice, welcome. Fallen Chang, fact. Agree 100% media is playing people bad. Correct. I own 3 rental house. It's correct. I did not pay any taxes. Yes. The best way to offset taxes is own properties, okay? I do not see the question he's responding to. How you make your money, bro? Okay. Can you give ideas on how to make some money with a grant to start with? What's your background? What kind of experience do you have? My next door neighbor's house has been on the market forever, but you will not know because relisted. Well, it has a history. Everybody knows. It shows when they go on the market, when they came off the market. Bruce Frank, thanks for the follow. Follow my TikTok, give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it, okay? Let me know where you're from. Okay, Miss Jace Moore from VA, Virginia. Can real estate work in any other country? It can. You just gotta know the country. You just gotta know how it works over there. I've asked you what the approximate cost of a house in America is, but you haven't answered. Oh, depending on where you are. In America, the house price is all over the place. You can buy a house for 30 grand, or you can buy a house for $3 million, $30 million, depending on where you are. Generally, the East West Coast are more expensive. Central America is cheaper. A website to find Section 8 housing. Section 8 housing, I think the housing is not really the house is Section 8. It's that once you buy the house, then you want to apply with the county local county to get Section 8 qualified. El Salvador. Like I said earlier, right? Anytime when you go invest out of state, out of country, there's a lot more uncertainty because there's a lot more moving parts. If you stay in America, because in America there's still many places with really good deals. So at this point, I don't think it's worth it to go outside of the country, because the minute you go outside the country, there's a lot of moving parts. For example, let's say when you buy a property in America, you're gonna go through escrow. You're not gonna be worried that the money is gonna be disappearing. If you buy a home like outside of the country, you don't know, right? Your money, the minute you wire the money, it may disappear. It's not a given. Where's the best place to buy in California? You can do a search, but is it for yourself to live in or for investment? Hello from Thailand, welcome. I love Thailand. I did my honeymoon in Bangkok. Thailand's great. Any other questions, guys? I'm gonna stay until 10:30. Okay, 8 more minutes. Give me some likes. Follow my TikTok. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. It doesn't have to be real estate. It could be anything. Real estate, life planning, career planning, anything. Finances, anything. Okay. Rental to make money. If you're buying a rental to make money, don't buy in California. Buy out of state. California's law is too stupid. Get out of California is trash bin. I wouldn't say it's trash bin. I mean, it's still pretty nice to live here, but out of California is trash bin. I wouldn't say it's trash bin. I mean, it's still pretty nice to live here, but for rental property is not a good idea. You're in Bangkok. Okay, great. Thailand is a great city. I visited many of the tourist attractions. I also went to the Cobra Museum, where they have all the cobras. Do you have to be careful of what you say when you're in China? Do they see your history? In China, yes. I mean, because in China, there's a political system. So if you say something against the government, they're going to probably say something to you. What states are priced well and have favorable rental owners laws? Steve, there's, other than the states that don't have the rental laws, good rental laws. For example, California is not good. New York is not good. Chicago is not good. Illinois is not good. I think Washington is not good. Oregon is not good. So other than that, all the other states should be okay. And priced well, it's the best way to find a good price is just look for a property that's within a suburb of I would say now. What do you mean? 59,000? What about life insurance? I don't know too much about life insurance. Okay, for life insurance, I don't really know too much about it. I bought a life insurance, but I only pay like $50 a month just in case, When you buy rental property, should I be handy? No, that's a misconception, Mike. Okay, a lot of people think, oh, when I become an owner, when I become a landlord, I'm gonna have to go fix the freaking toilet. No, you don't need to fix the freaking toilet. Okay, just find somebody to do it. That's why it doesn't matter where it is. A lot of people think, oh, I want to be able in like a 30-minute drive of the rental property so I can go see it. No, you don't. You don't need to see it, okay? Because you're not going to do anything with it anyway. You're not going to go collect rent. You're not going to go fix the damn toilet, okay? So it doesn't matter where it is. How about New Jersey to make money renting? You got to calculate, right? You got to calculate the cap rate. Hey, you read a whole bunch of Thai language. I don't understand what you just wrote. Democrats destroying everything. All the Democrat states, not good rental. Sean, yeah, that's probably probably okay. That's the right thing to say, maybe. Hi, Arian, hi. Follow my TikTok, give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Yeah, California is so fucked up. Sometimes I'm so frustrated with California. All these like stupid laws in California, like your magazine, you cannot have a 10 round magazine. That's so freaking stupid. And then when you have like an assault weapon, you gotta disassemble it before you can reload the magazine. It's so stupid. Okay, Could you explain the video where you mentioned retiring with $1 million property? Okay, Kaji. There's many ways to do it, right? Where you can retire with $1 million property. There's many ways you can do it. You can buy a four unit property, depending on where you are. If you're in some other area, maybe with $1 million, you can buy 2 or 3. Then just leave in one and rent out the other one. You could start with a home you have. Most people, they start with a home they own, right? So once you buy the home, then you take the money out, then you go buy a multi-unit, right? So it's depending on, it's not really how much money it is. It's really depending on how much money you need every month, right? Let's say if you need a $10,000 a month, right? You're gonna calculate. You say, okay, I'm gonna have $1,000 for my car. I'm gonna have $1,000 for my for traveling. I'm gonna have $1,000 for my kids' education. I'm gonna have $1,000 for food. Let's say your monthly expense, you need minimum of $10,000. Then all you gotta do is just continue to buy properties until you replace all your earned income with the passive income from the rental properties. Okay? Did I answer your question, Kaji? Everett Mount King. Yeah, come to Florida. Yeah, I bought my mobile home parks in Florida. I was actually thinking of moving to Florida, but it's a little bit far from me because my parents are in California. So most likely, if I do move, I'm probably gonna move to Las Vegas. She said, "Can I ask you in Thai?" And can you answer in Thai? No, I do not speak Thai. We have lots more laws in Canada and Texas. Yeah, Canada is kind of a serious country, a little bit more serious than America. Come invest in Canada. Okay, bodyguard. I bought in Florida before. It was cool, and I was buying houses for $1,500. Yeah, Florida is a good area to invest. Where is the best investment property area of the Florida? Panhandle, okay? Jian Liu, Panhandle. Anywhere from Pensacola to Jacksonville. Missy LA, thanks for the follow. Anywhere in Florida is good right now. Yeah, anywhere is good. It's just some areas that are kind of expensive. Like Orlando is a little bit expensive. Miami is a little bit expensive. You can just buy it like around the major cities. Around the major city. Come on, man. We'll go fishing. All right, man. I'm going to take up your offer, okay? Okay, Kaji. Yes, thanks, mate. Want to invest in housing. What information could you help? What's your situation? Hi from Iowa. How's the market in Iowa? MCAT. Iowa. People in Iowa probably hate the California people, right? The California people jacked up the price in Iowa. Okay, DJ Matt. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it. Let me know where you're from, okay? Nurse, welcome. Alvin, welcome. Colorado is also tough. Yeah, Colorado prices become really expensive too. Yeah, Georgia is pretty good. So I went to Bronxville. I went to Savannah, Georgia, couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 months ago. It's very beautiful. Georgia is pretty good too. Yeah, the housing prices it's came up, but it's still much cheaper than our other area. Oklahoma City. Yeah, Oklahoma City is not bad either. Yeah. So for a long time, I wanted to invest, but because I was worried about investing remotely, so I didn't. That's so stupid, man. You know how cheap those real estate are in those states you just talked about, Oklahoma, Georgia. 10 years ago, it's like nothing. You can buy a house for like $50,000. So don't worry, man. Just go invest out of state. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Oh, 10:31 already. All right, man, guys. If you don't have any more questions, I'm going to log off, okay? So I'll see you guys another time. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the encouragement and the compliment. Follow my TikTok. Give me some likes. Whatever question you have, we can talk about it next time. Okay, you guys have a good one. Aloha, Samuel. Welcome. I'm going to log off, okay? Thank you. Talk to you later.